Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Ultimate General Civil War. And today we are going to fight at Parker's Crossroads. I've assembled our 4th Corps, we can bring 10 brigades to the battlefield, and I've decided to bring 8 infantry brigades and 2 artillery batteries. We are bringing a battery of 12-pounder Napoleon guns and 12-pounder howitzers. I also want to say a special thank you to Tweakalicious TV for all of your nice comments and feedback. This brigade is for you. And as you can see, we heavily outnumber the enemy, but it looks like they're going to attack us from every direction. We are transporting precious ammunition and weapon supplies to our armies operating in the Tennessee region. We established a temporary supply station at Parker's Farm in this road junction. Here we will meet with the rest of our brigades and then we will head to Nashville to prepare our offensive in the Western Theater. The notorious cavalry commander Nathan Forrest is raiding West Tennessee and it seems we have become his target. Our picket spotted his dismounted cavalrymen approaching us from all sides. We must hold the farm and all the supplies stored. Those weapons must not fall into enemy hands. Quickly take defensive positions behind the fences. We expect reinforcements in about 2 hours, so there is hope that we can win this battle if we can hold out long enough. Our men are moving out and the battle can begin. I've decided to take defensive positions around this area while our skirmishers are going to scout ahead to find the enemy. Hood and Davis are going to be held behind just in case that the rebels try to outflank us and attack us from the rear. Hood and Davis, hold your ground, and we have made contact with the first group of skirmishers. I'm going to order our pellet guns to also hold their ground. And Tweakalicious skirmishers are getting attacked. And slowly they are getting driven back. Down here elder skirmishers are holding. And I'm deciding to get newer skirmishers over. Davy skirmishers, you need to hold out here. And our Napoleons can focus on this unit. Down here I'm going to get new skirmishers forward to attack this group of skirmishers. And more dismounted cavalry is approaching. Napoleons, please move forward so that you can better use your ammunition. And there we have a large contingent of the enemy. Tweakalicious is getting hit hard. I'm going to get him off his cover. I hope that with more focused fire he can drive back the enemy more efficient. Elder's also getting hit. And Newell is also starting to take casualties. Down here I'm going to get Hood and Davies forward. Tweakalicious, hold your ground again. And the Napoleons open up. We need to shift now as they are trying to attack us over here. And for now we are holding them back. Hood, please annihilate the 19th Tennessee. And they are in our rear. Exactly what I wanted to avoid. Newell, run. Davy skirmishers, close this gap and shoot them in the back. Get them, man, get them. It looks like the catastrophe in our rear is for now avoided. Newell, you need to take positions over here. Davy skirmishers, you need to rush over here. Hood skirmishers are withdrawn. Newell, hold. Napoleons, destroy these skirmishers. Down here, Hood, you're holding the rear of Davies. Hood's main force, move on the enemy flank. Davies, move forward. Down here, more and more cavalry is approaching. And the enemy is trying to charge. I'm going to slow down time now. Napoleons, shoot down there. Hood, march on the enemy flank. And Davy skirmishers, move forward and get this group of skirmishers. Down here I need to get 3 collisions forward. Otherwise these skirmishers can simply shoot him down. These supplies need to get over here. And Hood is falling back. Davies, focus over there now. And your main force can focus on him. Hood skirmishers need to push forward. And Newell needs to push forward. Gibbon, get over there. And down here our skirmishers are doing a good job. Hood, if you retreat even further, you're going to run into the enemy line. Come on, man, force him back. Davies, get on his flank. And Newell, one volley should dislodge these riders from their position. Hood, you're finally back. Get back into position. And run. Double time it. I hope that our reinforcements are on the way. We need these men. And we need them fast. Hood, get on the flank of the 45th Tennessee. And down here I am thinking about withdrawing Newell. But for now he can hold his ground. With a good volley of Hood, the 31st Alabama should be forced back. But they're not hitting their targets as well as I was hoping. Our reinforcements are finally approaching. So we should be able to turn this around. With skirmishers, focus your fire. And the Parrott guns need to focus on the 90th Tennessee. You men need to advance. We have lost about 8% of our force. I'm sure the rebels have lost much more. But they are still holding out and they are still a massive thorn in our side. Alda is getting hit hard. And it doesn't seem that he is doing much damage to the enemy. Down here, these skirmishers are still holding. Even though Newell is giving them their best volleys. Alda, I'm going to get you out of cover now, into these woods. I guess you need to get closer to the enemy. Down here we have found enemy guns. Titball. Destroy them. I'm going to get your skirmishers forward. Just in case that the enemy gets a volley off. Down here we are finally driving some of the enemy units back. But they are still resisting. Alda, push forward a little bit more. New skirmishers are falling back. I'm going to send them forward to get ammunition. And we hear charging from the enemy. Hood's skirmishers need to fall back. And we have dislodged their artillery. Colonel Raffle Hood is wounded. Howitzers, destroy these men. Wonderful volley. And Hood, get another volley off. Soon we should get more reinforcements and can actually charge them out. Down here, Upton, move forward. Osborne, move forward. Titball, move forward. And the artillery is still on our flank. Howitzers, focus on these units. Our men are exhausted and the 1st Alabama is fighting Titball on the retreat. Titball skirmishers. Charge these guns. Down here, Elder Skirmishers advance. The supplies are going to withdraw in the relative safety of our units. And I'm going to get our Napoleon guns forward. Hood, you can move around. And it looks like we have destroyed their artillery. Upton, you can now also move forward. And it looks like that Alabama is trying to attack us. Napoleons, focus fire on them, force them back. Hood skirmishers, get around the enemy and focus on their flanks. Davy skirmishers, get these skirmishers on their flank. Down here these men have gathered again. And our Napoleon guns are opening up. I'm going to get Hood's men back for a little bit. And this was a good volley on Tennessee. Tweakalicious, move forward just a little bit. And Upton, move on the side of the enemy. Osborne, move forward. And down here, more enemy units are withdrawing. Our howitzers can now focus on these men. And overall the situation is looking good. We should have the situation controlled soon. And Hood is still taking heavy casualties, but now he is also racking up a heavy kill count. I'm going to get Tweakalicious skirmishers forward, and our pellet guns and our Napoleon guns should be able to trigger massive holes into the enemy. Down here, Hood skirmishers need to withdraw, and I need to get Davies back. He needs to run on our flank, or he is going to be outflanked. Down here we are still chasing the enemy, and these skirmishers should break soon. They have done massive harm to us. Tennessee is trying to charge. Napoleons. Davies, turn around. Hood skirmishers are holding another unit of Tennessee back. Davies skirmishers are still hunting down these skirmishers. But I want them on our flank. And down here the cavalry is trying another attack. If I knew that our flanks were secure, I would let Newell charge. But this is not a possibility right now. Tennessee is getting routed, but Davies is now flanked. Withdraw, man. Withdraw on better fighting positions and double time it. 12 pounders. Destroy Alabama for good. Hood, your condition is okay. Charge them. With a bit of luck we can force some of their units to surrender. Upton, move forward. Tweakalicious, move further on their flank. Osborne, move forward. Tweakalicious skirmishers, get forward. And Napoleons, focus on this unit of Tennessee. Great volley. Now focus on Alabama. Davies, open fire. Come on, open up. That's what I want to see. Alabama is getting slaughtered, but they're still holding firm. They're now down to 128 men. They're falling back. Good. Fall back, fall back, fall back. And there they finally broke. Hood, you do not need to run anymore. Davies skirmishers, get these men off Tennessee. Some of our units are low on ammunition, but this fight cannot last much longer. Twigglicious skirmishers. There are other skirmishers in the water. Get them. And over here, Titbolt skirmishers can move forward. And our howitzers are doing a massive good job. Upton, charge these men. Twigglicious, charge. And your skirmishers are battling these skirmishers to hold your back. Napoleon guns, shoot on Tennessee. And Davy skirmishers, you get this unit of Tennessee. Down here our skirmishers are again low on ammunition. I'm going to get the supply out. And we are forcing the rebels back. Wonderful. We know that the enemy still has some cavalry units. I expect them to be here. And according to the fire, they have artillery somewhere around there. We are going to target them next. Twigglicious, you can go back behind our lines now. Upton, you do not need to charge anymore. Maybe another volley will break them. And yes, this was successful. We can now stop the fight, but I want to fight the enemy a little bit further. I want to destroy their artillery. Down here, Newell is still getting harassed heavily. They've lost a lot of numbers. We have surrendered skirmishers. Wonderful. They were armed with hunter rifles. Down here our supply situation is still not the best. Newell skirmishers are almost broken. Fall back, men. You do not need to fight anymore. Alder, move forward. And I'm going to get these supplies on our rear. Upton, you are now going to focus on the enemy artillery. I'm going to grab your skirmishers to scout ahead. Hood skirmishers, they have also bled dry. I'm going to get you behind our lines before I'm going to reattach you to your main force. Newell skirmishers, you can reattach. And Titbolt skirmishers can move forward. We are about to destroy the enemy completely. Supplies, you need to move up. Davy skirmishers, you need to fall back just a little bit. And we have found their guns. Upton, continue. And Upton, your main force, you're going to finish them off. Down here, Osborne can move further on the enemy flank. And Elder can move forward. We hear charging rebels. And they're trying to get their cavalry forward. The skirmishers are going to rotate. And I'm going to send Twigglicious on this flank. The rest is secure. His skirmishers are going to escape. Up here, ammunition is finally arriving. And we can slaughter the rebels further. Upton, get another volley off. Your skirmishers need to move across the enemy side. And down here I'm going to let Davies charge. And Hood is too tired. I do not think that he can actually make it. Down here, Newell is still bleeding by all of the skirmishing fire. The first group is almost destroyed, but they're still holding out. With the reinforcements of Twigglicious, we can then rotate. We can then roll their flank. Down here we have broken their guns. Upton, move down. And I'm going to speed up time again. And we have surrendered the 20th Tennessee. They're armed with good Mississippi rifles. And down here, Davies skirmishers are still holding back some units of the enemy. Davies, move up. And Hood, you can move down now. Tricolicious, move forward and get these skirmishers. Down here, our howitzers can move forward and Titbull can move forward. Hood skirmishers can reattach, and we have broken this group of skirmishers. I think Newell is going to love this. And we are forcing them back over here. We have destroyed more men over here. Davies skirmishers can now reattach. Upton and Davies, you're going to hold this side just in case. And we have found their cavalry. Alder, turn around. Supplies, move forward. The supplies have been captured, but Alder is going to be there and recapture them. And there he is back. 1200s, focus over there. Tricolicious skirmishers, you need to rush down. Hood, move down here. Davies, you are going to get over here. Tricolicious, move into cover. Hood, get the skirmishers. And as soon as these main units are destroyed, I am going to end the battle. Braxton, you're going up and delivering supplies. And their cavalry is now starting to be a nuisance. Newell, move forward also. We need to hunt them down. Hood, open up. Now Newell needs to open up. And we're going to charge them. Down here we have broken another unit. Resistance is almost destroyed. Howitzers, move forward. Hood, focus over there. The rest of the men need to move up. Some of our units have suffered heavily, especially Alder, who has lost 300 men, and of course Hood with almost 1,000 casualties and Newell with over 1,000 casualties. Titbull, move over there. Osborne, move up. You're going to get a volley off, and if they didn't break from that, you're going to charge in. They're still standing. Now charge them. Titbull skirmishers, you're giving support fire. And with this charge, they should be broken in no time. Yes, there they are routed. Down here their cavalry is getting desperate. And after this unit is dealt with, I'm going to end the battle. And this is it. I'm not going to clear off the battlefield, but I wanted to destroy their main force. After this fight we have lost 4,100 men, a relatively high amount of casualties. Their skirmishers were really hurting us. On the other side, the rebels lost over 7,000 infanterists and 11 guns, and we were able to force 340 of their men to surrender. We have held Parker's Crossroads and therefore finished our goals. Officer-wise, we have 2 wounded colonels, but also 4 promotions, and we were able to capture some guns. Among them were 380 hunter rifles, some Patton Enfield, some Mississippi rifles, and we've captured 4 10-pounder ordnance guns. We were also able to get our hands on 595 Harper's Ferry M1855. After this fight we are gifted with $100,000, 4,400 fresh recruits and additional 540 recruits for the prisoners we have taken. And our 4th Corps is still looking quite well, with Tweakalicious and Davies reaching their 2nd star, as well as Elders who got promoted and our unit of 24-pounder howitzers. Also our Napoleon guns are now at 2 stars. I think I forgot to mention how our career is currently looking. I've invested additional points into medicine so that more of our experienced soldiers can survive the fight. Soon I'm also going to invest more into training so that we can maintain our elite units easier. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and until next time I wish you all a great time.